Okay, so we know where the manifold came from. It's a bullet one.
Yep. It is. Straight in the orange slick.
Your prediction was correct. How's that back water bridge gasket over there? Isn't that looking fantastic?
The front one was much better.
I don't get over, I just can't work out why we change zillions of these and they all look like this, but people still don't want to touch them because they're not leaking. But they're going to. Do we have non-standard gaskets on there? Intake gaskets? We do, eh? Or a papery one. Nothing bizarre in here? Nothing, just normal?
Orange silicone. Oh, and the crank bolt wasn't that tight.
Oh, really?
But
Okay.
but the pulley, the pulley was.
It's been fretting
No,
because the nut was loose,
no, it's
so it rusted on.
rusted on.
That often a sign because it's when they flick around.
It's been fretting.
Okay. So normally with the supercharged ones, like Jace Brown's had, which again, the other Jason Brown, it's cut a longer key in it, so you've got more drive on your pulley, but you can't do it in place. So take the engine out, take the crankshaft out, so we're probably not doing it. So it's reasonably clean in there, eh?
This is spotless.
Yeah, funny enough. So this is normal, guys. That's the side that the fresh air goes into, and it goes through the block, and the PCV valve is on this side. So that's why this side is discoloured. And this is a really early Crown engine. See, the dipstick goes through the cylinder head. Well, you can't, but the dipstick goes into the cylinder head, indicating that it's a really, really early UZS 131 Crown engine.
You seen the wiring?
No, you've taken the wiring loom out, so I can't see it.
There. I had to cut the trans loom off.
Oh, you cut the trans loom off? Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hello, puppy.
Hey, miss. What's the verdict? Okay. Righto. Awesome. Rest of it all looks pretty normal.
Yeah.
So we need to plan a water bridge and a radiator. I've got 200 cows to pregnancy test. So you're good here for a while, eh? You want to camp out and stuff?
Yeah. Are you gonna do the leader of the heater?
Yeah.
Circuit?
Well, we're not running the heater. Look, well, someone's already done it. So yeah, delete it. Press it by minute. Couldn't get the earth either.
Nah, we can get it now though.
I've got some Bosch knock sensors coming,
No.
so you can put the proper knock sensors in it.
We're gonna start. We're gonna leave that in there.
It's a genuine Toyota one that... Was it on the list? Did he miss starter motor off the list?
Well, it's not my list. No.
Do you think we should just leave it there, or do you think we should put a new one in? After you pulled the supercharger off to get it. Let's put a new one in it. Then we know it's good. Did you order the speed sensor?
No, fuck no, I'll do it now.
That was a no, wasn't it?
No.
That was a no, I haven't done that.
I just about didn't come to work today.
Why?
Well, the 6 till 6 bloody expressway blocked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the traffic they hadn't finished. The traffic was that bad. It took me an hour, and I left at 20 past 6. I was here at 10 to 8.
Yeah, I heard you come in. I was moving my cows. It's quite distinctive. I can hear it come to work.
Yep.
Cool. You've done well though. Looks good. You got to take a booster out. There's some
There's a big spacer behind it, eh?
There's a bit of loss of fluids in here. Can you just there's silicon down there? Can you just check when you drop that master off that there isn't some fluid?
Just dropping the master off.
Can you drop the master off and see that there's no fluid coming out?
I'm just undoing the back of it and
pushing it forward? No, you need to check because there's, look, we've got...
That looks old.
I think brakes are still quite important.
That looks old.
It does look quite old.
That master looks quite new.
It does look quite new, eh? I'll talk to them about that, see if he's got that done. Right. Looking good. Oh, this is sexual too, eh? Have you worked out what you're doing with the start loan?
No.
No. Are you putting a big power stud somewhere?
I don't know.
Big power stud down here? We've got to do something with that, don't we? Alternator. Alternator under the engine. Alternator under the engine. How did they do that? Oh, that's when it crossed the engine, eh? That's because it went through here, didn't it?
I mean, that was exactly like that.
Yeah, about like that. That's... So do we alternator your big stud here, and then run a wiring loom around nicely, which there's probably going to be enough in this one, depends where the join is, to pull it forward and tuck it in properly.
Possibly.
Right. As I said, I'm doing cows. Would you like a parts cleaner?
There's a shade. There's a shade.
Yeah.
Sure.
You'd like a parts cleaner? We can clean some parts for you.
Oh. I'm surprised it didn't blow up.
Oh, why?
Look at the injectors.
I saw the injector seals, but I haven't seen...
They're in that container.
There's a lot of bolts in here, Josh. That needs to be cut.
We might need a new cam sensor.
Oh, you need a new cam sensor? No problem, I got them. So the top rubbers are falling to bits. Are you going to Marks on the weekend?
Yes,
You're going to Friday? Can you flow test the injectors?
I suppose so.
Cool. Mental note. If we fix the trans, it's going manualised. What is this cable?
It's the vacuum for the...
Oh, it's your load sensing vacuum tube.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to change that filter housing?
Oh.
Did I give you that filter housing?
Yeah.
I wanted to have a look up the top of what you're doing because I haven't seen you for a few days.
I haven't really done...
You've just been fluffing around.
Haven't really done... It doesn't look like I've really done much.
Oh, I saw what you've done in the cabin. You've done stuff in the cabin, man.
Oh, that was going down the rabbit hole. Like, Rabbit cereal for rabbit hole.
I got some rabbit furrows at my place. They, big man, breaking cow's legs. So Jason's been ticking along, doing bits and pieces. We had a discussion with the customer. I'm not sure I've actually talked about that yet. Have I talked about that?
No, I don't know.
Anyway, we had a discussion with the customer, and there's all these gauges around the vehicle. And we suggested an aftermarket dash, and
We wanted the can gauge.
he did. He wanted a little can gauge to add another gauge to all the other gauges.
Little gauges.
So, in the meantime, Jason has done stuff in here, and we purchased another one of these without a hole, and we purchased another one of these without a hole.
I don't think they have those factory.
No.
Oh, we might have to get a clock for him. Because the shift light was...
Oh, we'll see if he's got one. Okay.
I'm going by the surround. I'm going by no.
He might have it at home. Okay. And then a dash has arrived, and we're waiting on the proper shroud. There is a place in Australia that actually makes an insert to go in where the cluster goes. So that's from Marco in Australia for a 140 series Hilux. So we're looking forward to that. And Jason's is getting ready to put some wires in there.
Well, I'm going to take some more out yet before I put them in.
Yeah.
Well, we've already moved this so far. So you need your 15 amp fuse for your light on this gauge.
Your water light, yep.
And you need the 15 amp fuse to run that same.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know. I actually think at 15 amps the wire probably wouldn't handle 15 amps. So in fact,
and it's bridged. It was
no. You had how many fuses in this fuse box?
3.
3 fuses in that 8-way fuse box.
Oh, might have another one in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think one was for the line lock.
Oh yes. So we've got to put something in for that. Under here, there are new knock sensors in it. 2-pin knock sensors. Oh, there's a wiring loom sitting in.
Oh, just sat there, just checking things.
There is a grommet, and look at that. It actually kind of fits. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I think the tablet covers will leak, but there's no paint on them. They've changed colour. That looks really good, actually. So this is our 65mm grommet. Yeah, it fits good in there. Yep. With the factory cover. Certman was around and he said no leakings in through the firewall. He wouldn't have given it a cert.
Give him what a cert?
This is a cert with a hole like that in the firewall.
Oh.
And Jason's working on the routing of supercharger pulleys. Power steer's gone. Oh, power steer. Alternator's gone.
Aircon.
Oh, aircon's gone. Yeah, that's it.
over there.
Sorry. It's been a hard few days. And then we've got to work on sorting this out. Oh, that might be my job for tomorrow, eh?
Yep.
I'll sit down and do that. And I'm confident I've got a fuse box for one of these.
No.
So we'll put, that can be a fan relay.
What about the water pump relay?
And one of these can be a water pump relay because I only need a little one. Water. Easy peasy easy.
Oh, and then we need the fan for the transcooler.
It's a long way to get back there, eh?
And there's also a relay under the dash that has that's got the. That's what I mean. That's why I said you should have a look at it to see, because they had wires. They used the cigarette lighter wiring to power stuff, and the cigarette light wiring was really little, and they had big wires coming off it, running off to other stuff and powering stuff, and yeah.
Okay.
Hence the reason why rabbit hole.
Right. Awesome. You're getting better and better at solving these issues, eh? Oh, I see. Yes, okay.
So that relays the start, the input switch, which the wire runs.
Is there a start relay? Oh, okay. So they basically put a start inhibitor into the Does this ute was a manual originally?
Auto, there's an overdrive button in it. Oh.
Chassis tag. Chassis tag. G54 was a manual.
There's no hole in the firewall. I think some safe's going to be there. Oh, no, there. Unless they've attached the firewall up. I think the shoot was auto, because he said it's going overhead. Oh.
A G54 is not is not an auto.
It's on an auto.
But there's definitely
no hole there. Unless I've done a really good job.
Do we have paint there?
I think why I can pull the rubber line through. Anyway, it has been painted.
Yeah, I would say it's been painted over. Okay. Has it got a big brake pedal?
Yep.
I would still say it's was a manual. Okay, so maybe you could tuck in some nice. We got a fan down the side. We got the cooler fan. Where do the cooler wiring?
That wire goes down under the seat, up to the shifter.
Oh, okay, just bring it down the middle. Put it in nice.
And then there's a twin core wire that goes from that plug on the steering wheel, that little green wire.
Here?
Yep, that's the horn.
Oh. Good. Good. Okay.
And then over here, over by the steering, and then there's all this shit here.
Yeah, so that's been added, eh?
Yeah.
So this is a factory one.
Yeah, this one's got like
neutral switch, fuel control. I would say that is these ones here being cut out and put into another plug. So they're still factory, except that big purple one.
Yeah.
But
and whatever that
purple one is.
Whatever those wires are there.
Yeah.
And then under the steer, if you lift the steer up.
Well, I don't know what I want to.
We've got all the steer out of the way. They had power tagged in for other stuff. I'm not sure what they've done there.
Okay, I think what you do is you build another little fuse relay box, maybe down in that panel, because there's room under there, and you do it on for all these extra bits, eh? Put them all in the one place in the ute so they're easy to find. I'll take the old loom and I'll pin out that plug for you. You haven't done that yet, have you?
No.
I might even try to find my ones I've done in the past. I remember the vehicle, I remember the diagrams, but I hadn't scanned them into my computer. Okay. If you pull... We'll get rid of some plastics out of here. If you lift this cover off, I think you'll also find reverse switch. That's kind of dumb, that looping the whole car. So just run it nicely through there, down.
What do you want to do with it really? You want to move it somewhere
else?
Put
it somewhere else, put it nice. And then of course you can wire your dash in. Indicators and all that stuff.
Oh, it's got that blue, that wire, that wire there.
This one?
Yeah.
It's a pink wire that's been added.
Yeah, and it comes across over here somewhere.
Well, if you trace the board on the back of the dash, have you traced boards on dashes before?
Yeah.
We'll just trace the board on the dash. Goes into here.
Oh, yeah.
Check light, W. Don't need that. Jace thought he would just put a factory tube across here with the Bullet supercharged kit, supercharger kit. It doesn't fit.
It's too wide.
Too wide. So he's going to put a different one in. You'll see the blanked off the back of the water pump like we normally do. Welded up fittings here. I've got to find a proper fitting for you there too. What's this plastic? How are you going to weld to the plastic?
No, it's a visual aid.
Visual aid. I think this car's got lots of visual aids actually. Bit of a virus going on in the wiring. Awesome, okay. Those tablet covers came up nice.
There's still a little bit of paint on them, but...
Yeah, get most of that off now. Oh, and you've done, of course, starter, cabling. Got to do an alternator cabling, and I've got to find a crank pulley. Right, well done, looking good. Oh. Continue.